Trevor Carson, the Northern Ireland international, left Sunderland in 2012 without a single first-team appearance for the Black Cats, despite regularly featuring on the bench as backup for the likes of Craig Gordon, Martin Fulop and Simon Mignolet. He spent 5 years in the lower leagues of English football, turning out for Bury, Portsmouth, Cheltenham and north-east neighbours Hartlepool, before making the move north of the border to Motherwell in 2017. He said of his time at Sunderland, "I'm still a massive fan. I was lucky to work with some massive characters there: Mick McCarthy, Steve Bruce, Roy Keane, Martin O'Neill." The 30-year-old is coming off the back of a magnificent season for Motherwell, in which he has won their Player of the Season award. Jordan Henderson, currently captain of Liverpool and a regular in the England national team. Henderson's career has gone from strength to strength since his big money move to Merseyside 7 years ago. He's made over 200 league appearances for the Reds since his transfer and has amassed 38 England caps, with his first coming as a Sunderland player in 2010. Henderson is currently preparing for Liverpool's Champions League final against Real Madrid. The Liverpool captain is hoping to follow in KOP legend Steven Gerrard's footsteps, and lift the Champions League. Jack Colback. Following in Henderson's footsteps, Colback was another midfielder who rose through the Sunderland ranks to become a regular starter at the club. He became a regular in the Black Cats midfield, with perhaps his finest season coming in 2013-14, where he played at Wembley and scored a third to complete a rout of Newcastle at St. James's Park. Unfortunately, Colback chose not to extend his stay at Sunderland and instead made the short trip north to rivals Newcastle United. After a couple of seasons in black and white, Colback was frozen out of the first team under boss Rafa Benitez and has most recently spent a half-season on loan at Nottingham Forest. Martin Waghorn, the South Shields-born attacker, was hotly tipped to become a star at Sunderland and made his debut under Roy Keane, as a lone striker against Manchester United. He made 6 more league appearances for the Black Cats before leaving for Leicester, where he stayed for 4 years. 28-year-old then earned himself a move to Scottish giant Rangers in 2015, finishing as the club's top scorer as they were promoted back to the SPL. Nowadays, Waghorn can be found at Ipswich, where he has just won the club's Player of the Season award. Conor Owrey-High, another favourite of then-boss Roy Keane. Owrey-High was brought to Sunderland in 2007, but left 3 years later without making a single appearance. Moves to Ipswich and Plymouth followed, before moving to Barnsley in 2014 and impressing hugely. Ex-Sunderland manager Steve Bruce then signed him for Aston Villa last summer, where he has again impressed and began to break through into the Republic of Ireland setup.